Well, hello everyone. Thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV. Away, I'm out and about. As you can see, there, now you can see a little bit congested today. Hey Barry, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice and sunny today. 75 degrees in the whole area here, whether it be Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, or Sevierville. Jim Spencer, hello. Jeff and Joe, what's up? Hello, Jim. Doing some errands. Figured I'd take you along. Hi, Rodney. Rodney Buchanan with us. Good evening, Mr. Jeff. Hope you're all doing good. Yep. Cajun OBO, hello, 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 hello. Kevin Music, hello. A. Jim Spencer, hello, Barry Cooper. You say hello to each other. We're all family here. Drinking my coffee. As always. Still have a little bit of chest congestion. Hey Ralph, how you doing? Hey Jeff and all there. I had a PC question for you. How? I don't know if you can answer this, but you could always email it to me. I reinstalled, we had talked, reinstalled everything like I had mentioned to you. You know, Windows and all that. And I did find when I was fumbling around, there is a section in the system, and I believe it's under storage, that I can have all new programs go to my SSD card. Now, the first one I hit allowed me to do it, no problem at all. So anything I loaded up as far as an app is concerned would go to the new SSD, second hard drive. Any of the others said that I don't have total control, yet I'm the administrator. There's no one else on the computer. How do I get total control of like videos, music, programs that will automatically, when I'm downloading my videos, will go right to SSD, not the hard drive? And I searched around last night. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, so it was a little foggy at that point, but I couldn't figure that one out. And I went to each one, went to properties, looked for it. I could not find it. But as you know, when you go to and you start right clicking, left clicking, everything is, it starts to get real confusing. At least for me, not for you, but for me it does. So if you could help me with that, so I could have, excuse me, total control. And that's what they stated. And I'm going, well, I already do. I'm the owner of the computer, and I'm the administrator. So that kind of got me a little off track. So if you could help me there, I would appreciate it. Joshy and Stacy, hey Josh, how you doing? What are you up to? Haven't heard from you in a while. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I've got so much on my plate right now. That's why I said I better go live with you guys. You think that I forgot you? I didn't forget you. Just I'm real busy. I'm in search of property right now. That's one of my main goals, and I'm searching all over. And some of it's all right. I mean, I'm not. I got to be wowed, and there's certain criteria before I buy a piece of property. It's got to have certain things. Number one is privacy. Absolute no subdivision. I don't want that, and I want to be able to uh, get enough property where when I put my driveway in, the house is going to be at the very end, in the back, with a gate, big gate. I think it's time to wash the car, don't you think? I think it is, being I haven't done it for 2 days, and that's very unlike me. But we'll rectify this problem post haste. Hello. windows. Oh yeah, the car's gonna be so clean. It's gonna love me, and it's gonna run good. Not that it doesn't run good, but here we go. All right, we're in the car wash. I can answer your question. Mark Hyman, hello. Hi. Life with mountain folk. You're new to me. Hello, Jeff. Oh, you know, for some reason I felt that. Now I know it. So you are Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk, and this is your new name. So now, folks, you got to go to that. Life with Mountain Folk was Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Please check them out. Good people. Say hello to Mr. Josh. DT, Tennessee. Sometimes you have to run as administrator. I tried that. It wouldn't let me right click when I was in that file, that page. It had an apply button, and the first one allowed it immediately. So I said, oh, that's cool. Let me go down the list. And as I'm going down the list, it wouldn't let me in. Each one said you have to have total control. And I go, I do have total control. What's the problem? So I don't know. And I know Ralph is the guru, the poobah, the grand poobah of all things PC and computer. I know that. And if he can't do it, I guess I'm SOL. You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Nice and clean. Gary the Cable Guy, good afternoon. Good to see you. Sitting in the store, Josh. Oh, the ceramic coating. Yeah, oh, look at that. I could slide right off that car. Look at that. Why am I steering? I don't know. So much pollen on the car today, and there still is pollen in the air because I feel it. My eyes are so itchy, so itchy. I have to get out and fix the mirror because the mirror got crookified. Give me a second. This is a great place, by the way. This Zips, this is the place to go, without a doubt. I gotta fix the mirror. Be right back. Okay. There. That was easier said than done. Yeah. Actually, it was pretty easy. Didn't take very long to do. So let's see. Where did I leave off? Jim is saying, hello, life with mountain folk. I'll email you. It has to do with permissions. I figured it did, and I couldn't find where the permissions were. I'm going, damn. You know, and then I said, well, I don't think I could email Ralph at 3 in the morning. I don't think he'd appreciate that. not that you'd get it, but I was like, no, I don't want to be a jerk. It's just that I was confused, and I'm often confused. It's the way it is. So let's. April Pope, hello, April. Good to see you. Ralph says I have to get with you on my webcam audio issue. Try to use equalizer. See, Ralph is the man. He is the man. Hopefully, I'm passing by it right now. There's Sakura coming up on the right. Hopefully, you caught the new video. Hopefully, I made it pretty clear what they have there and how good it is there, and that there is no lobster there. No lobster. Yeah, they got crabs, they got crayfish, crawdaddies. Yeah, they got fish, they got mussels, they got shrimp, they got all that. And as much as you want, and it's just so fresh, so fresh. We were there the other night, and it was just so good, so tasty. Cooked right. I even had, which I rarely get, but I think I'm going to do it more often, the hibachi. And that right there, I picked the meat I wanted, a little chicken, a little bit of steak, put a few vegetables in it. Now you can kind of create your own little thing. That's what I like about it. Create your own little dish. You want to throw some mushrooms? They got mushrooms. And this is what I'll do next time. They have the peel and eat shrimp, and of course they have all the other different types of shrimp. But I'm going to get a bunch of peel and eat shrimp, shuck those bad boys, and then mix them with the steak and the chicken and a bunch of vegetables, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of garlic sauce, and give it to the hibachi guy. And that, I know that's going to be good. That's as good as any meal you go for in any restaurant. And you pay $10, but you go to these other restaurants, it's 20, 25 bucks to have a dish with, maybe 10 or 15 shrimp on the top of it and real good red meat steak. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, right now, the economy sucks. Everything is absolutely way overpriced. Just, you've been shopping. Do I need to tell you? Right? Everything is expensive. Doesn't matter what it is expensive. I even talked to the guy at Bargain Barn. I went to Bargain Barn. They stocked up on some really good stuff. Check out Bargain Barn. I believe it's at 124 Parkway. If my memory doesn't fade me, which it does. But he had said he had to back off on getting seafood because it's so outrageously priced now. He says, can't do it. He says, by the time it's shipped here and what they're charging me, he says, I would have to pass that on to other people, so I've just opted not to carry it because it's too expensive. And you can see that in the store. You have to be totally blind and dumb if you don't see the prices going up. It isn't getting any better. So, of course, this is 66 now, Parkway, whatever you want to call it. 448 North. Little Pigeon Rivers. We're going over a little bit of the Little Pigeon River right now. I might lose the signal for a second. I don't know. Hopefully the signal's coming in good today. Haven't been live with you for a while, but I've been crazy busy. And once in a while I can shoot a video in between doing stuff. But it's rough to go out and shoot videos and just dedicate the day. Can't do that right now. I'm going through a few builders and dealing with them about what type of home, what style Miss Marie and I want. All I really need to do is secure the land at this point. I'm very impressed with some Amish builders that do these things, these cabins, and I just like the craftsmanship. The workmanship is superior to most, excuse me, places that build cabins around here. You may have to pay a little bit more, but you get what you pay for. If you go with Vinnie Boom Bot's Home Building, you're going to get Vinnie Boom Bot's Home Builders. You slam the door, it's going to fall down. And that sun is right in my eyes. Who's that? Life with Mountain. Oh, very good. Thank you. Any help would be appreciated help because I do get stuck sometimes. Oh man. And then I just take a deep breath and I slowly work my way through. Sometimes I get through, sometimes I don't. And when I don't, I get frustrated. And then usually what I do is just say, all right, I'm going to go sleep on this. When I wake up, it'll all be clear in my head. What happens when I wake up? It's just as confusing as it was when I went to sleep. Only more because now I'm sleepy. This is 66. This is Sevierville right now. I took the bypass around Sevierville, so this is going through the newer part of Sevierville, and I've taken you here many times before. But I just wanted to share some time with you guys. I'll be doing some back roads. Can't do them live because they don't come in. We tried that already. So I'm going to a few other places. After I'm done down this way, I've got to head another direction. And I'll get some video for you guys, because I've had many people, one, say they really enjoy the back road drives, and two, they said, gee, we didn't know that's what those back roads look like, and we're looking for a home, and we thought everything looked like Pigeon Forge. No, everything does not look like Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge is Pigeon Forge. It's a one-of-a-kind place. If you know the back roads, you can find some really nice property, depending on what you're looking for. The higher you go up, the more expensive it is. So if you got a lot of bread to throw away, well, go ahead, go up at 3,000 feet, 3,500, 4,000 feet. Just remember, anything after 2,500 feet, they don't plow. So if you're going to come up in the winter, you might not be able to get up to your home in the winter or your vacation location. Stay under 2,500 feet. Some nice restaurants around here. You've got hotels. You've got the Hampton Inn, and we passed a whole bunch more. There's what is that? The O'Connell Lodge is right over there. This is here, and they're building more, so that should make everybody happy. What else is going on? Just trying to think. Yeah, Miss Marie's already she's already planned and designed the kitchen. And it's like, honey, we're not even out of the house. Found a few models that I do like. Very unique and unusual. And unusual is for me. I don't like standard places. And most of the places I looked at were just your standard. And that's why we bought the one not standard. It is different. It is unique. You got your Quality Inn. You got the distillery. That's always good. You go right to the distillery and stumble right back to your room. The villas are here. That's all new. You can live there. Because that was one of the biggest problems, was finding housing here. There's the convention center where that weird building is that you see. If I can get you a little more view. Oops, sorry. Just give you a little more to look at. This will take you back to 40, and then you go whichever way you want to go. There are back roads to get to other places if you know which way to go here. Like if you would have made a left at the convention center, you can get to Chapman Highway from there and cut off a lot of traffic. Because a lot of times on the weekends, this is bumper to bumper. So you can avoid all that by just making a left and follow the road. It'll take you right out to where you need to go. April says, sure is a beautiful day today. Glad you're in your car. Yeah, I had to have it cleaned. I had to. It's making me crazy. Mark, how are you? Mark Marlin says, Jeff, glad to see you back again. Watch it while you work out. Well, I appreciate that you include me in your workout. Cindy Lou, how are you? Just went through the car wash yesterday. See? Love bugs. Oh, they're back? Oh, I hated the love bugs. Man, I hated those things. Man, did they stain my car. Any car you ever drive, they just stick and stain. Nasty stuff. DJI in the room. Thank you, Nathan, for being there. Zeke, how are you? Good evening, Jeff. Hope everything is well. Everything's good, Zeke. Everything's good. I wish my voice would come back. Josh is saying, Star, I had to actually work for a minute. Oh, no. say it isn't so, Josh. Now you need a vacation. You put a minute or two in. Now it's time for a 2 week vacation. You know how it goes, right? DJ saying hello to everybody. Gary the Cable Guy, Jeff, did I hear correctly? You're looking for property to move? Yeah, Miss Marie and I talked about that. Now I'll probably keep thinking about keeping the house and just building another property. And that kind of depends on the market. I look at it as if the market still stays good and strong. I would be a fool not to take advantage of it. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of money looking me in the face, and it's like, oh, how long do I want to hold out for? Because, a house is a house is a house. Yes, I love my cabin very much, but there's a point when you say, okay, look, build another place, and then we'll cash in on the other one and do what we want with it. I won't become a landlord. I would not rent it out. Never happen. Never. I see some of the renters that go into these places. No way I'd let some of these people in my home. No way. I hear it. I know what goes on. No, it just isn't going to happen. Sorry. No, I won't take Rosie with me. Rosie belongs where Rosie wants to be. I don't tell her where to go. If she wants to follow, she's welcome to. That's fine with me. Like I said, if I keep the place up, I'll be going back there quite often to check on it, which would be to my advantage to make sure I check on it all the time. You never know when a squatter is trying to get in or whatever. There's a lot of twisted losers out there, and I don't want my house to be subject to something like that. No. Yeah, it's not as bad as it's going to be tomorrow. There's a lot of traffic, but and that's April. April. It's I guess a typical Thursday. I can't say that it's overly congested here, but I know tomorrow it'll be busy. This is an indicator. Usually you can tell. Thursday is like, well, you will find out. Yeah, 350 square foot, only going to go up. Yeah, and from what I have talked to several people and builders too, the number will never go down for building for square foot. That'll remain the same. Now, sure, prices of houses can go up or go down, but that doesn't mean the price of the lumber is going to go down. There's Smoky Mountain Knife Works. We just went by. Great place to go. Highly, highly suggest you go there. And go to the Relic Room. That's my favorite place. Find stuff from all over the world, from all different times, from pre-Egyptian times on up, and it's authentic stuff, the real deal. I don't know what happened here, but it looks like somebody got hit in the ass right there. Lady, weren't you paying attention there, girlfriend? You're probably on your phone. Yeah, probably. Talking to Muffy Buffy. Oh, Muffy, you see the new shoes I got, and the new bag I got, bam. Yeah, way to go, Muffy. Chad and Natasha, how you guys? Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for joining us. Hey, everyone. Job has been acquired. Now, trying to find a place to live. Well, it depends on where you want to live. There are places, and you got to search them out. I don't know if you want to be in this area or not. I'm not really sure. But there are places. Turn over here. Check out and see what's going on. I don't want to go any further. But there are some places, and I wish you well, because you seem like nice people. And everybody deserves a nice place to live. There's a nice view of the mountains. Isn't that pretty? That's why they're called smoky. Sherry, how are you? Economy will not get better until we fire the White House administrator in 75. Yeah, well, that's coming up in November. We should see some change in November. I certainly hope so. And then when that happens, maybe things can get settled down a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Things have gotten pretty twisted lately. That's why I got to keep my eye on the housing market because I, it, that pendulum could swing quickly back the other way, and I don't want to take a loss if that's what my decision is going to be. Yep, it's an accident. She hit him in the ass, so she's guilty already. There's nothing. All the crying isn't gonna help you. You hit him in the butt. You're wrong. There's Smoky Mountain Knife Works right there. Excuse me. Did you have Joby Green? No, thank you. I'm not going to live in a subdivision. Nope. So this is back in Sevierville again. This is where it begins, like right here. I got everything you need here. Every restaurant, all the hotels, all the moonshine places, all the stores, even the car washes, plenty of those. They're everywhere. So there's no want for, everyone thinks, oh, I got to go to Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg. No, you don't. No, you don't. You got hotels right there. It's the Clarion on the right. It's a nice place. It's no Motel 3, but, you know. uh, Gatlinburg, Hussey, how are you? Good to see you. Always good to see you. I'm glad that you got, you're up there in subscribers now, 450 something. Everybody, you got to check out Gatlinburg Hussey. He keeps an eye on what's going on in the Gatlinburg area. I'm at work and want to say thank you. Slow day here in Gatlinburg. Every once in a while you need a slow day there in Gatlinburg because it's pretty congested. You know that. Anybody who's come up there, you know, especially if you come up during the weekend or during any events, it can be absolutely nutso. You don't know where to go, and most of the time you can't go anywhere. You're stuck right in the middle of it. That's just the way it is. Sherry says, have you ever thought of discovering your surrounding water parks? Yeah, I'm not a big proponent of water parks. And my feeling is because I had some friends who worked in these places, and they have to do tests on the water all the time, and it turned me off because I will not put my body in those places because the coliforms are very high, the fecal matter and urine and other body things in the water is very high, so they're constantly flooding the pool with chlorines and bleaches and chemicals to try to neutralize those things. And that's just my opinion. I'm not going to sink my body where some kid dropped off a deuce in the pool. And it happens all the time. It's not a once in a while freak thing. It's all the time, according to my friends. Especially at these places here during the summer. Excuse me. It goes on all the time. Then they got to go down and clean out, in the pool filters and stuff. It's like, it's just not worth it to me. And parents and grandparents should be aware of that. You know what I mean? You get some really nasty little organisms in your body if you're not careful. But yes, I have thought about it. And I know Miss Marie feels the same way. Buddy, how are you? Hello, Jeff. Good to see you again. Oil piled up in bed. Oh, I'm sorry. Got a blood clot flowing around. Be careful with those blood clots. You know how they are. They just travel about. You're at 551 subs now. Gatlinburg Hussey also started TikTok. Excellent. It's crazy. Anyone. I don't have TikTok. I was, and I canceled it. Just like I don't have any of the others. I'm not interested in any other social media. I've got enough to do that I can't spend my day communicating with people all the time. And the more and more as I get closer to doing a house, I'll have less and less time to do that because I'll be focusing on that. Terry Dufresne, hello Jeff. I'm at the Titanic Museum. Very good, nice place to go. Beautiful, good place to bring the kids and the grandkids, or even yourself, your family. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Worth the money, for sure. You went through my famous car wash. It's not my car wash, but it is a good car wash. It does the job, right? John Esper, good afternoon from Columbus, Ohio. Just got to work. Hello, John. And hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you, John, for joining us. I appreciate it. Mountains are getting closer. Coming up here, these are the villas. The villas. They're leasing right now. They got their own pool. Look like nice places. Then you got the moonshine and the Quality Inn. I mean, everything's right here. And this is way out of the craziness of Pigeon Forge, but only just minutes away. And if you, I think it's right up here. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm often mistaken. Yeah, right up here. If you make a right at this, I think this is Gist Mill. Pretty sure. But you can get around all the nonsense. You got Hamrick's, Home Goods, Publix, Five Below, Pizza Slut, Staples, PetSmart, all right here. And this is out of the craziness of Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. You even got a Cracker Barrel right there on the right. Look at that. Got another hotel right here on the right side of the road, Econo Lodge. You know, as long as the place is clean, bathrooms clean, sheets are clean and all that, shouldn't have any problem staying. Oh, there's the other diner right there on the right, The Diner. Good place to go. Many of our people go there. Excellent place to go. And there's Pizza Slut to the right, next to Aldi and Thai Basil. And Bargain Barn is right here. You make a right here on River Boulevard. It's 124 River Boulevard. And it's Golden Corral on the left, if that's what you like. D&T Tennessee, I have a hard time believing these people will give up control. I agree. I think they have a scorched earth policy, and I wonder what they're going to do if Well, shouldn't when they lose control, because it's pretty clear they're going to. And what will they do to try to remain in control? Create confusion? I don't know. You know how it is. It's never good. Never. They all have very cushy jobs, and they're not just going to give them up for nothing. That you can guarantee on. So it gets a little congested right here. Gary the Cable Guy says, I would definitely not buy property between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. I understand that the neighbors are not very nice. Don't know how to answer that. If you do decide to buy property in between those, you're going to pay top dollar because everybody's trying to buy it, and now it's there's a shortage on houses in that area, a real shortage. That's why mine just keeps going up and up and up, and I check it all the time. Oh my God, I really need to make a decision on this because I could turn around, I could build a couple, 3 houses, and I might just do that. I don't know. I've got to follow my plan. Plan you dive your plan. My cold, as John Esper is saying, I feel good. My voice comes and goes, and it's turned itself out. It just once in a while, it just makes life miserable for me. D&D. I'd swim in a pond, but I'd swim in a retention pond before I go to a water park. And it's just heard real horror stories from these guys that I know that work at these things. You just wouldn't believe what goes on in these things, especially when there's a lot of kids. It's just disgusting, and no way would I throw my child in that stuff. I'm sorry, it's my choice. Rick, how are you? Rick Paley. Hello, Jeff. I'm glad I caught you on my last break at work. Well, that's good. Thank you. Today, loved your Sakura video. Thank you. You should try it out when you come up here. Everybody should try it out. Don't take my word for it. Make believe you never saw the video. Make believe you never saw anybody's video. Especially when they tell you got lobster. What an a-hole. And even Jackie told me the other day, he says, make sure you tell the people there's not lobster because people were coming in. And it was, when you don't know what you're talking about and you consistently lie and fabricate things, you shouldn't be allowed on YouTube. There should be a test to take, even a simple idiot test. And some of them would never pass it because you can't say stuff that's not true. You can't just pop out erroneous nonsense out of your mouth because you think you know what you're talking about. And my God, all the food is labeled. Every dish is labeled clearly on the glass. Clearly. It says shrimp, it's spelled shrimp. It says crawdads, it's crawdad. Doesn't say lobster. Crabs don't spell lobster, Oh, God. Sure, it's fun to laugh at, but what it does is it hurts friends and restaurants because they give bad reviews because they think that they're the Gordon Ramsay of the Smoky Mountains. They are not. No, they're the Bud Ramsey of the barrio. Excuse me. And people like, goodness gracious. I mean, if mac and cheese is your main concern, is it good or not, don't do a food review, all right? Because mac and cheese is mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese. There's not much culinary expertise needed to make it, all right? Any idiot can make macaroni and cheese. Oh, my God. But yet people watch and they take their advice. And it's like, well, then they're just as stupid as the people that are producing it. I don't consider myself a culinary expert at all. I know good. Good is good, bad is bad. And the last thing I order in anything I ever get is mac and cheese. I try to go for a good vegetable if I can. Something that has a little flavor in it. Not all fat ass food. Not just food to make your butt 10 times bigger than it already is. And that's, and yet people watch that crap. I don't know. John Esper stayed at the Econo Lodge. Did not impress me very much. Well, there you go. There's an opinion of somebody who actually stayed there. I've never stayed there, so I can't give you any opinion on that. But thank you for that, John. Appreciate that. Ate at the diner last Friday before I got to Pigeon Forge. Did you like it? Because Miss Marie and I go there often, and their breakfast is always good. Always. I've never had a bad meal there. I can't say that I've been there for dinner, because I haven't. Usually when we get to go out, it's around breakfast time, because Miss Marie loves breakfast. I made her Philly steak and cheese last night. Gatlinburg Hussey. I'm looking for a roommate here in Gatlinburg. My apartment. Anyone knows? Get a hold of Gatlinburg Hussey if you want to be a roommate. There you go. Easy, just like that. Slide on over here. Here's Walmart. This is Collier. You can go left on this, get all the way to Pigeon Forge, just stay on Collier. Make a left here and just follow it. And when you get to the end, make a right, and it'll take you right into Pigeon Forge. One of the prettiest rides, too. Veterans is a beautiful, beautiful road. Life in the Mountain Folk. Jeff, was one of the zombie games. No, 7 Days to Die. I watched the demo of that. It looked pretty good. No, the ones, I've got Saints and Sinners, Dead Zone, what was the other? Oh, and Arizona Sunshine. There's a couple more that I want to look into. I haven't played my game in so long, I think I forgot. Elon Musk must bought up Twitter next on YouTube. He's got his sights set on several other places, and I'm all for it. But I always keep my eye on everybody, and I'll explain that to you some other day. Dale, how are you? Hello from Michigan. I was down there last week. Sakura was not disappointing. We went there 3 times. Now, let me ask you, Dale, did you go for lunch and dinner, or just lunch or just dinner? Because as you know, they changed the dishes. Not all the dishes. They change several dishes. I should ask Jackie how many they changed. It's got to be at least 5 or 7 dishes are changed. But it's always good. I have never in 7 years had a bad meal there. Yet I could tell you many places that Miss Marie and I have been to just a couple, 3 times, and had miserable food and felt really disappointed because I got taken advantage of for $50. And I said, I could have went to Sakura. Could have went for $20. I could have went to Sakura and really enjoyed myself and not go, damn, why did I just piss away $50 for a below average meal? When you come into a tourist area, you're going to get tourist food, especially if it's these places we're passing. I'm not saying they're all bad, and I'm not saying they're all good, but the turnover of the staff is astounding. Okay? People there today and gone tomorrow, next day, who knows? So you're not going to get the same meal you thought you'd get. You're going to run home and tell your uncles and your aunts and all your friends, oh, Muffy, was fabulous. It was like eating with the queen herself. No, it's not. No, it's not. It was a burger, and even they screwed that up the next time, right? Look, if you think a burger is a culinary experience, Sunshine, you definitely have a problem. It's a burger, okay? We're almost back in Pigeon Forge. Glad you went there 3 times. That's excellent. Thank you. And when you do go into these places, please do us a favor, Miss Marie and I. Tell them you saw it on YouTube. You saw it on Vacation Station TV, not just YouTube, because then people are going to think it's the swollen fools, and I don't want to give them credit for anything. Look, I have nothing but respect for them and very little of that. Now we're officially in Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge, right here. I wonder what's doing work here. The Welcome Center still isn't open. Don't understand when and if they're ever going to open. I don't think that's going to be happening in any time soon. Hope I don't lose my signal. I'm going a little far off the road here. Just want to sit and catch up with, if I have to catch up. I don't know. I thought I was staying pretty well close to it. We'll see. If I could get a little closer to the road, right? Yeah, get a little closer to the road. It's safer that way, closer to the signal. Everything still look good, folks. Everything still look good. I'll give you some. There's some stuff to look at. There you go. Look at that. Yes, sirree, Bob. Let me catch up with you guys. John, that person can't say, yeah, I know, pardon. But supposedly good friends, met her many times. Unbelievable. Terry says, hey, Jeff, tonight at 8 p.m. I'll be eating at the Hatfields and McCoys. You should have a good time there. Now, I'm not going to... the food is average at best. Now, what you're going to get is chicken, all right? Just know that up front. You're going to get most likely fried chicken, corn, trying to remember, beans, cornbread. I think that was it. And I think you get a dessert. But it's at best going to be average. You're there for the show and to laugh. That's what you're there for. If you're going there for the eating experience, go to a restaurant. You know, you're paying for the show. The show's funny. You'll enjoy it. You'll laugh. But don't expect it to be, you know, a 5-star restaurant, because it isn't. John says, I've never had any bad food or bad service at the diner. Their chicken tenders and meatloaf are, yeah, I've had their, Miss Marie had the chicken tenders. And I had one, and it was really good. And you could tell it was fresh. It wasn't out of a bag of frozen chicken tenders like a lot of these restaurants. Let me tell you, a lot of these restaurants you're going to, that stuff is delivered by either Sysco, American Foods, and all the other. It's frozen. They dip it in grease, and they serve it to you for 5 times more than they paid for it. If you don't believe me, ask them. The magic words, how much of this stuff is frozen? You should ask them. Now, the waiters will lie to you, so will the waitresses. Oh, it's cooked fresh. We grew it out back. No, you didn't. No. Why is the Sysco truck going, pulling up behind here? It's all frozen. Most of these restaurants get nothing but frozen food. The higher end restaurants will get their meat delivered, and then, you know, you got like, well, hopefully it's a good cut of meat. But when you're getting, if the hamburger is not made from fresh ground beef of some sort, it's a frozen patty from the same place that everyone else gets theirs from. Dale, for lunch and dinner, both fantastic. Yes, dinner is my favorite because they alternate in between the crabs and the crawdaddies and the different types of shrimp. It's just, oh, God. Now I'm getting hungry, and I can't go there in the day. So I have to wait for Miss Marie to be off. But I love going there because I can pick and choose what I want. And I'm a shellfish fanatic. So I don't go for a lot of the deep fried stuff. I get a lot of shellfish. I'll get the clam. They have the little tiny cherry stone clams, the little ones. Love those in a garlic butter sauce. And the shrimp, I get the fresh peeled shrimp, maybe a piece of coconut shrimp. I'm not into the sweetness. And then they've got three other shrimp. Oh, the garlic butter shrimp. Oh man, it's like prawns. Did you see the picture? Now you tell me you go to any other restaurant, you get a shrimp that big, and I'll call you a liar because I've been to most of these, and the shrimp they give you are frozen shrimp that come in the same bag that everyone else is getting, and they dip it in grease and they give it to you. No, no. That's why I don't go to these places. D&T says we're on our way to Gatlinburg. Hussey, 3 dogs and a cat, 40 chickens. Eee. Gatlinburg doesn't unfortunately a lot. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Dale Engel says every place I went in Pigeon Forge, I mentioned Vacation Station TV. Oh, you are a saint, and the check is in the mail. Thank you, Dale. You should always, please, if you see a video you like of ours, mention it to the place you go into if that's what you're going into. Say, hey, I just happened to catch this on Vacation Station TV. It helps us out a lot. Terry Dufresne says Gatlinburg, Huss, how come Ober is closed? I think Terry, they were bought out. There it is, right there, DJI. Way to go, DJI. Right on the ball. DJI and I and Miss Marie went out to Sakura the other night, and I know that DJI likes that place. I mean, um, he doesn't pick the same foods I pick, except the shrimp. He did like those shrimp. Webb's Web email headed your way. Thank you. Let me know if it fixes the. Thank you, Ralph. That was driving me crazy last night. I hope that fixes it. Aunt Gracie, how are you, Aunt Gracie? What a great name. Can't watch, but I'm listening at work. Well, thank you, Aunt Gracie. Thank you for listening. Don't get caught. Gatlinburg has over no idea. I heard it was sold to my boy who runs the old Smoky. Joshy would know that if he's still on with us. He'll fill us in. If anybody's got their thumb on the pulse of Gatlinburg, it is for sure Joshy. He's a business owner there. He keeps in touch with everything that's going on there. Don't ask me that stuff. I don't keep up with it. Very sweetified. That's a cute name. You're new to me. Is that the upside down? Yes, it is. The Wonderworks, they call it. Wonderworks. Churches, by the way, is supposed to be coming into town. I don't know if you can see that bus. There's a bus over there. I'll tilt it a little bit. There's a bus, and it's a Christian tours. This is the next couple of weeks. A lot of churches come into this area. Wonderwork, yes. Cindy Lee. Why did Hatfield McCoy's last July? The show was cute, entertaining. The food was very disappointing. They also appeared to be understaffed. They were, so that may have played it. Yes, it does, but I've always heard that the food is average at best. And I tell you people right up front, if you're going to these dinner shows, you're going to get dinner show food. You're talking about 200 to 500 people that are sitting in the same room you are, and there's not a single, one chef cooking all that food for you. They may have 10 or 15 chefs slapping this stuff together to get it out because they all have to be, all you people have to be fed at the same time. There's only so much time they allow for the dinner, and then the rest is for the show. So you can clearly, I think, in your mind's eye, see that it's a mass production line of food being thrown in grease, dried out, and an assembly line of food being made and plated and brought out to tables. It has to be that way. It's not that they're cutting corners. It's just you've got to get all these people fed in a short amount of time. El Toro 66. Website says Ober's closed for maintenance, nothing about buyout. Yeah, but it has been bought out. And I think that's a good thing because it's needed upgrading for a really long time. It got left in the 70s and it needs a lot of money invested into it if it's going to keep up with the times. Mark, that's true, Jeff, about the food. This fast food and restaurant. I'm a retired truck driver and used to deliver food all over America. So, I mean, you're hearing it from the people who did it. These big high-end restaurants are getting the same food that the guy next door is getting that may be a little mom and pop shop. Same food. Now, of course, when you order food from different places, and I've done this when I worked for Saddlebrook, you have degrees of food you order. There's the platinum, there's the bronze, there's the gold, the silver, and the dumpster version. And it's just different grades of meats, different grades of vegetables. And the F&B guy, the food and beverage guy, they'll order what they can fit into the budget that they've been given. And if they don't have enough money, they're going to get the cheaper end food. It means you're going to get the cheaper cuts of meat, the cheaper vegetables. Maybe they're a little rotten on the side or something. And I see it all the time. Dana, love your upload last night. Thank you. I put a bunch of stuff on Facebook too. I'm trying to when I do a video now, I'm trying to remember that I have to upload it to not only YouTube but then the Vacation Station TV Facebook, and then I've got to upload it on the other channel. So it takes time. All about the Smokies. Hey Bob, how are you? Hey, your camera must be upside down. Ah, smart ass. How you doing, Bob? You're due for a visit, aren't you? I know you're anxious to get down here. Everybody, check out All About the Smokies. Uh, Bob is Bob and his whole family. They're good people. They're just really good people, and you don't find a lot of good people on YouTube. There's let me rephrase. There's a lot of good people, but there's also a lot of not good people, and you've got to decide for yourself what is good and what is not good. And once again, don't believe everything you hear and see on YouTube. Okay. Life with Mountain Folk. Joe Baker is the guy who bought Ober Gatlinburg. There you go, Joe Baker. See, you get this information here on this channel. SR Phantom Seekers. Phantom Seekers. That's an interesting name. I like that. We'll be spending a day in Wares Valley and the Gold Coast. Oh, hope to see you too. Catch up with a fall. Absolutely. Now remember, if you want to see Miss Marie and I do drop her off between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. There's no set time. And had a couple come in the other day and they said it was 2:45 and they go, you said you'd be here at 2:30. So I said, no, I never say exactly. I'll be there between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. Sometimes a couple of minutes after 3, depending if Miss Marie's done doing her hair. You know how ladies are. But yes, that's when we'll be there, and feel free to chat with us for a few minutes and take a picture, maybe take a ride on the coaster. I did a live coaster the other night, which is a first. I don't think, and DJI, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know you will, I don't think anybody has done a live from the Goat Coaster. And if they did, I don't know who did it. It came in okay. It wasn't great, but it did come in. Patricia Bailey, hugs all the way around. See, Pat always makes sure we get hugs. That's how sweet she is. Everybody say hello. E.M. Tolkien, how are you? Ober's website says closed for yearly maintenance. Will reopen May 6th. All they're doing is passing paperwork back and forth. Why they gotta lie? Just say under new ownership, new management. All right, now we understand. Why do you gotta lie? Something so simple? All about the Smokies. Yeah, dinner show. Food is what it is. Mass produced and held in heating bays a long time as they legally can. There it is. You're hearing it from Bob. Bob, I know Bob tells it straight. All right. I may joke around and do stuff. If he doesn't like something, he's going to tell you. If he likes it, he's going to tell you. And that's what I like about Bob. He's right on target. You know, he calls it nitpicking. I thank him for that because, you know, he's been in some nice places that should have been cleaner and they weren't. And I thank him for that because I have friends and people that come up and I want them, if they're going to stay, not in my cabin, if they're going to stay in a hotel, I want them to have a good hotel stay and a good experience. And nothing sucks more than, you know, opening up the shower and see a bunch of pubes all over the place. I mean, nothing is more disgusting. You know, it's like, no, 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 not staying here, not staying here. Aunt Gracie, hello. Dana says, yeah, cruise ships, same way. Yeah, there are nice cruise ships, and then there are some not so nice cruise ships. I'm going to get out of the sun. I'm going to flip this thing around because that sun is right on the camera now. And you got a reasonably good picture. Um, the Hard Rock Cafe, I have heard mixed reviews, but more so people said the food is not all that good. Bob, I don't know if you did the Hard Rock or not. I'm not saying you didn't. I just don't remember if you did. Okay, well, that's a little bit better, and I'm not in the sun. That was bright. And crazy. Total agree about Ober. Great potential, but a desperate need of an update. Yes, desperate. They're going to have to redo the chairlift, completely redo the chairlift, and the buildings are in really not good condition. You know, they tried to put a facade on the thing, and it's okay, but there's so many things that need to be done. Millions have to be put into that. FEAT, you're new to me. Fun, eats, and travel. I like that. Hello, new here. Thank you, Feet. I appreciate it. Can I call you Feet? uh, Feet. Make sure everybody you like, comment, and subscribe. Help the channel grow. All right. That helps me. Makes me feel good at the end of the day. Makes me feel like I'm doing this stuff for a reason. And check out Feet. You do. I'm assuming Feet. You do videos. Check out FEAT, Fun Eats and Travel, and see what they have to. I haven't seen your channel, but I'm going to go to it, and I'll check out some of your vids. How's that sound? Rick, Jeff, I saw those huge shrimp on your plate, and Miss Marie eat. Oh yeah, she eats everything. It's like she pops the whole thing in her mouth. She's something else. She like, and I love the fact now they carry squid. They do their own. They bread their own squid. They get the raw squid, and they chop it up, and they bread it in their special seasoning, and they bring that out. I don't know anybody that does calamari like that. You can order calamari in different restaurants, and 90% of it is out of a bag. It's frozen, and they just throw it in the grease. Not at Sakura. Fresh, fresh, fresh. D&T Tennessee's always like Hatfield's food. Rarely meat fried chicken. I don't love. I like good fried chicken. I like good fried chicken. But I've had many disappointments. I used to always go to the Cracker Barrel when I lived in Florida because they made a killer chicken. And when I tried it here, and I've done it several times, very disappointed in the chicken. Really disappointed. Hi, Steve. Steve White's in the hello. He's in the house. In the house. Adele. Jeff, how's Miss Marie doing? She's doing good. She still has that cough like I have. And it's Adele Seminole? Seminole. Seminole. I think I got it right, didn't I, Adele? Angie Sue, how are you? Life with Mountain Folk. For those of you who chat, who are wondering, we are. That's right. They've changed their name. Life with Mountain Folk used to be Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. They have a good channel. They do a good job. They're all over the place, and they do good videos. So it's just a name change, and that happens. And there's nothing wrong with that. Dana said we used to be there on Sunday. How was the crab legs? They're very good. Now it's not just it's not crab legs like you get Alaskan king crab. It's crabs. They cut them in half and they cook them in a I want to say a garlic ginger butter type sauce with a and there's it tastes like a crab boil in there. Really good flavor. And you just they cook excuse me. They cook them so well that to me it tastes a lot like a soft shell crab because I could pick up the half the body and bite. There's the body, and then there's the little leggy sticking out. You can bite the body, and the bottom half, the belly half of the crab, it is soft and edible. So you don't need a nutcracker. And the claws are excellent. I can actually break the claws with my hand and pull the meat out of the claws. I don't need a nutcracker. That's how well cooked they are. Not soft like you go to these places. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Any of these places that offer crab legs all you can eat, I guarantee you they are frozen. And they're frozen for 6 months or more from where they go, where they come from, and come here. And then they just dip them in hot water and they throw them on a platter and they charge you 30 to 50 bucks to eat these things. They're not that good because all the flavor is gone. Once you freeze crab, it loses its sweet flavor. But at Sakura, they get live crabs and they boil them and then cut them. Carlos Johnson, how are you? We have a friend who worked for Cisco. Yeah, that's Cisco's. Yeah, yeah. And he verified what you say about the package for restaurants. If you don't believe me, and you don't have to, because I've been called a liar by everybody, but that's okay. Go to Gatlinburg in the morning. Just drive to Gatlinburg anywhere from around 8 o'clock to maybe 10 a.m. And you'll see all the food trucks right on the road. They're all there. All the Cisco trucks and American food is. I'm missing a couple. I'm trying to think of the other ones. And the truck goes from restaurant to restaurant. And I'm not kidding you because I saw it, and it's on some of my videos. They just go from one restaurant to the next. They take the dolly out. They got boxes after boxes of hamburgers and fish and all that stuff. They bring it in. Then they go to the next restaurant. It's all the same crap. And each restaurant has their own way to gauge how much they're going to take advantage of you. Not making very many friends, am I? I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to give you information. If you want a friend, get a dog. All about the Smokies. Appreciate the kind words. Oh, no problem. Bob, I feel that way. I've always told people about you. You're a straight shooter and you don't mince the words like I do. You know, you just and sometimes you struggle with telling the truth because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. And I think you're doing a service. I think you're doing a good service because you don't like it. You've learned to say I don't like it. And I appreciate that. I didn't know many people. In fact, I didn't know anybody who did that except for when you started doing it. There were, I mean, oh God, not everybody. Painting with a broad brush, sorry. A lot of YouTubers go, oh, best meal I've ever had. Well, you said that in the last 20 videos, the best meal you ever had. Which one is it? It's all BS. It's all BS. Because your taste buds are not my taste buds. And I may think that macaroni and cheese isn't fit for my dog. And I don't even have a dog. The raccoons wouldn't even eat it. They're like, oh, this is really good. Oh, this is huge. Well, that's great if you're a glutton and you hang out in the trough with the pigs. By all means, pigs like that type of stuff. Most normal people like eating good food. And boy, I'll be damned if I'm going to be I'm going to be charged 30 bucks for a meal and get mac and cheese. What kind of idiot would do that? Oh, the bread is good. Well, bread is bread. Bread should be good. Shouldn't be stale and it shouldn't have any green spots on it. Oh, this is really good bread. It's bread. Oh, God. I'll finish up what Bob says. People aren't always what they seem on YouTube. That's for darn sure. You're 100% right, my friend. What the illusion they paint is not with the real people. And I know for a fact everybody that I've met is true to their craft on this channel, including Bob, myself, Joshy, Stacy, just going down the line. Everybody who's on here, they just say it like it is, and that's how it should be because you're in a service entertainment industry, and if you're giving a disservice, then you're being dishonest, and after a while that catches up with you. If you say this is a good restaurant and it's better if you ate the stuff in the dumpster out back, well, you've just done them a disservice. Granted, you may get your hits and your clicks, but you're lying. Why you always lying? Dana Garden, thank you. I was going to say something delivered to Cisco, us foods, the other food service company. I can't remember them. Cisco's American Food. God, I can see the truck, but I can't see the name. It'll come to me, or one of you will make it come to me. SR Phantom Seekers. What is your brunch preferences between Elvira's and Hillbillies? Um, I would say Elvira's. I find that Elvira's is it's cooked a little bit better. Seems to be a freshness thing there. Hillbillies, excuse me, Miss Marie and I got stuck there a couple of times. We got stung and wasn't impressed. Very, I mean, if you like eating a lot of sausage and a lot of bacon, sure, go to Hillbillies because you're just gonna fill up on that type of stuff. But that's not good for you. You know that you shouldn't eat a lot of that. You go to Elvira's, there's a real variety of food there, and still reasonably priced and made well. Made well. Not that Hillbillies isn't. It's just I'm not into sausage. I really don't. And bacon, I can only have a little bit of that once in a while. So to me, and a pancake and a waffle is a pancake and a waffle. So either you screw it up or you don't screw it up. Adele, God bless you. Have to do this evening. Always love Mrs. Dell. Angie Sue, how's Miss Marie? Miss Marie's doing good, Angie. Philip, life with mountain folk, saying howdy. Savage Brandon, hey Jeff, how you doing? I'm doing good, Savage. Doing good. My voice is gone right now, which is weird. It was fine this morning, but I wasn't talking this morning. I was doing computer work. But I did uninstall everything on my computer, and I did put in the new SSD drive. I did that days ago, but I didn't move everything over. And then come to find that I can't move everything over. You have to uninstall and then reinstall under that. And then that was another thing I was going to ask you, Ralph. How do I make SSD the startup drive, the boot drive? I know there's a way to do it. I probably have to get a program for that. I think we talked about that. I think I have to get a program for that. Brad Lucas, how are you? I wish Ober or Gatlinburg would put in cabins or hotels. Your dream may come true because I think they have enough property at Ober to do it. Pretty sure. Anakista, I don't know how much property they have. Joshy would know that. I'm sure if there's a square foot of space, they'll build a cabin. That's just the way it is around here. That's another reason why I want to move further out because in my area, it's getting in Wares Valley. People have really discovered it, and they're putting up cabins all over the place. And it is a beautiful town. It is still a quiet side, like Townsend is, of the Smokies, but it won't be that way very much longer. I'm sure of it. Brad says small scale resort, perhaps. I could see it, and I believe there's enough property to do it, depending on who owns it all. The property is really outrageous up there. Really, really expensive. If you thought you were going to move up and get a nice, quiet little, cozy little cabin in Gatlinburg for your retirement money, you may have to sell one of the grandkids. D&T never been to a Hard Rock. I was impressed. No, neither have I. They had them in Florida. Never been impressed, and we gave it a shot here, and that won't be happening again. Nope, nope, nope. Feet. That's a great name. Correct me, and correct. My wife and I started our page. We just tried new places to eat and show off places. That's what you should be doing. Are you located in this area? My voice is getting real raspy. Hello, everybody. Hey, baby. Where you been all my life? Hard Rock is always overpriced for okay food, and you're being kind even that way. I had a burger there, and it was frozen patty, frozen and boring, and I think I paid 17 or 18 bucks, something like that. I make a better patty. I get the ground meat and I do it my way, and it's delicious and doesn't cost me but a fraction of the price. I said I made Philly steak and cheese for Miss Marie, and I've never seen her eat two. She ate two Philly steak and cheese. She's just not that way. And she says, I don't know what you did to this. It is so good. Well, I put in four different types of cheeses and spices and stuff. And I like, if I'm gonna have a filling cheese, I want a good one. I don't want Cheese Whiz on my Philly steak and cheese. And there's actually a place up the street that charge you 17 bucks for it's 15 or 17, and they use Cheese Whiz out of a can, big stainless steel. I saw it, stainless steel can of Cheese Whiz. Okay. Harney, that's it, Harney. Thank you, El Toro. Harney's a big food distributor up there. Yes, thank you. I could see the truck. So you've got three that I'm sure of, and they all go to the same restaurants. They all deliver the same stuff to the restaurants. DJI Jeff, you're an amazing friend. Nicest I've ever met. What do you want, DJI? What do you want? You called me an a-hole the other night. He did, and he did it in a loving way. Cruel but fair. I think I shock Nathan sometimes, DJI, because I say what's on my mind to people. And I've learned in my ancient age, I've looked out from behind these eyes for a long time. I'm not going to BS you. I'm going to tell you. If you're being an a-hole, I'm going to tell you that. Right to your face. Usually shocks you. And then it's on your shoulders, not my shoulders. Because I don't have a lot of time to waste with idiots. I really don't. And if you're acting like an idiot, I'm going to tell you you're acting like an idiot. Dana says, I delivered product to all of those you see. I bet. And you know it's the truth, right? Right? You come out here early in the morning, you can see the food trucks. They're everywhere. I would rather eat from a food truck than to go to some of these restaurants because I know at least they're cooking it fresh for me, for the order I gave them. And you know what you're getting. It's from that fry pan or the griddle into whatever it is, a sandwich, a bowl, a bun, and it's into your mouth, into your belly. El Toro, I would. U.S. Food, Harney, Food Service, and Cisco. There it is. There you go. There might be one more, but I think that's the top three in the area. Gary the Cable Guy. If you're dishonest, you don't need to have a YouTube channel. You need to be a politician. I like that. Yeah. Oh, but yeah. But some of them I couldn't see. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine seeing some of these bloated idiots running for some sort of office? My goodness. Dale says, we have Gordon Foods. Now, I've never heard of Gordon Foods that deliver food to restaurants up here. Now I didn't say they don't exist. I haven't seen them. T and Me TV. How you doing, guys? How are you? Now, I don't know, is this Tommy and Teresa? Hey Jeff, all friends, everyone is having a great day. All here, just busy. See, I know it's busy. You get while the getting's good, right, Tommy? Check out T and Me TV now. When are you going live, Tommy? I know Monday you didn't, and that's fine. I didn't do Sunday either. I don't. By the time we got back, it was I don't know 9:30, quarter to 10. I said, I'm not gonna start a live show this late. Everybody's asleep, and I was tired anyway. DJI says Jeff needs a stand-by computer expert. Lives next door. Yeah, but I do work through a lot of the stuff myself, DJI. I really do. I figure it out after a while. And sure, it makes my brain hurt, but I have the satisfaction and the added bonus of knowing that I did it. But sometimes I get stuck, and I'm not afraid to ask for help because some people don't like to ask for help. Tommy and Teresa, Angie Sue, DJI. If they make a hotel and Uber, skyrocket prices, hard to get to. I don't see it happen. I don't know. I think if they can, they will, because there are people who are going to pay that price. I don't care what it costs. I mean, if people are crazy enough to pay $300 for a room here in Pigeon Forge, it's like the Days Inn on Rod Run. You'll spend $400 in Gatlinburg. That's ridiculous. There really needs to be some sort of control on hotel pricing. There really needs to be. Greenville, South Carolina. I've been there. It's a nice place. Thank you, Feet. I appreciate that. Terrell, how are you? Vacation Station TV. Windows usually has a boot from the drive it's installed on. That's why I installed, excuse me, the SSD as a secondary, and I even moved it up into the primary position. But still, when I boot up, now that may be just something that they do. You can't change that, but I'm pretty sure you can. It's not critical. It's just that the drive, the C drive, gets full really quick. DJs, I can't believe that skunk sprayed on the coast. They do. Team Me TV, I can't believe it changed Mountain Folk. Yeah, it's a new name. Tommy did it. Seemed to help his channel. SR Phantom Seekers. Watch the video of where Yuns were enjoying a good place to eat at, where Mama's restaurant. Yeah, I think Mama's is closed. Oh, you think Grandmother's, or was it Mama's? Grandmother's? I think it was Grandmother. Yeah, she was 80 something years old, and the place is for sale. If you have $1 million, you can buy that restaurant. It's a pretty little restaurant. That could be turned into a really nice little bistro, and people would pay to go there because the seating is very limited, and you could serve really handcrafted meals, not to the tourist trough crowd. You're not going to go in and get mac and cheese and a burger. You serve you serve something, an unusual cuisine, something that hasn't been done before. One thing that's missing in this area is a really good Italian restaurant. Now, I know you've got Olive Garden up the street. That's not an Italian restaurant. That's fast food Italian. I mean a real Italian restaurant, not a pizzeria. Italian restaurant. Take the pizza out of the equation. There's enough pizza places around here, more than there needs to be. I mean, true Mediterranean food, real Mediterranean food. Cisco Gordon, that's the other one, Gordon. Yep, so there's four. Those are the guys you'll see all the time up in Gatlinburg and here in Pigeon Forge. DJ has come back for the weekend. You finish what you're supposed to be doing too. Web's web. I sent you an email with a link to instructions on how to change the default install. Oh, cool. Thank you, Ralph. See, Ralph's a good guy. Ralph and I went on the coaster the other day. His wife didn't go on the coaster, but I think maybe next time we can talk her into it. But Ralph had a good time. El Toro. Jeff needs a as knickers. I'll try to read that, but I don't know what that means, but I'll take it as good. William Jones. Food trucks are cleaner than most restaurants. That's very true. I have a friend who has it's in Florida, and he's got a food truck. He says the best thing he ever did. He was in the white collar industry and hated it, hated it, hated it. He just said, I can't, the bosses are absolutely buttheads. And once him and his wife got into the food truck, they travel all over the place. So they get to travel all over the United States. They get to see all these great events, and they serve food to people. And it was spotless in there. Everything was stainless steel. The walls were diamond plated, and the counters were stainless. Spotless place. Good food, too. TNME TV planning live Monday, 6:30 Central Time. Thank you for always giving us a shout out. No problem. Miss you guys. You should be coming up here soon, aren't you? We'll get together when you come up. As always. Terrell, yeah, three, and that's the average, Terrell. They were all between 250 and 300, some a little higher for Rod Run. Now there needs to be some sort of cap on these places because they're making a killing on people, and you're getting the same service, same crappy room, same bed, you know, everything's the same. And that coming Monday it went down to $69 again. So tell me that's not unfair. State DJI says stayed at the LeBlanc Hotel in Pigeon Forge, 42 nights. Their maximum rate is $699, as in $699 a night posted at the hotel. Who the hell is going to pay $699? I don't. I'm not in New York. I'm not in L.A. $699. All about the Smokies. Bob says I agree. Prices are out of hand, but I'm never in favor of government regulations. Me neither. Private pricing, market demand, supply dictating price. I agree, but there needs to be like a group of hotel owners, you know, honest ones, and say, look, we know this is not right. And of course, I get the diesel next to me. Oh God! I'll close the window. Turn the AC on. There. Yeah, DJI has a point. These one-star hotels, they shouldn't be allowed to charge that. A rating system, and then posted clearly on the door, on the website, and especially posted during those times of high traffic, so people know what they're getting into before they walk through the door. Jim says I need some more of your spaghetti. Almost opened up a restaurant once. That was back when I lived in Florida. Webb's Web. I'll be able to get here and get her on the next time. I won't be able to go full speed, but I won't stop either. No, I think she's just scared from the Space Mountain, which is a whole nother monster altogether. It's a whole different breed of animal. If any of you have ever been on Space Mountain, that's in the dark, and it really jolts you around a lot. Whereas it doesn't do that on the Goat Coaster at all. Full speed on the Goat Coaster. DJI went full speed. Terrell says, DJI, there's a town here, one family owns 80% of the hotels. Found out there was a big event in town, canceled everyone's reservations, made them rebook at triple the price. See, that shouldn't be allowed. That you can call that extortion, right? Can't go anywhere else but our hotel, and you got to pay the price. D&T said, yep, the campsites do the same thing. The RV parks do the same thing. They all do the same thing. They jack up the prices, and they know they've got you because where are you going to go? You'd have to literally go 20, 30 miles out of town in order to get a normal rate. And even then, who knows? Joyce Marie, hi there. How are you? All about the Smokies. True, Jeff. Some sort of board of hotel owners that agree on a max price. Price on parking, Gatlinburg is crazy too. Parking lot owners are making bank, serious bank, because there's little upkeep, just keeping the asphalt clean, and some of them are just dirt anyway, and they charge high dollar. Most of that, if I'm not mistaken, Bob, is in cash. So how much of that really gets reported? Don't know. Don't know. It's always a scam in a tourist town. And as usual, this will come back to bite them all in the butt. Speaking of scam, there's somebody trying to call, right? It says scam likely. I just canceled them. It happens all the time. Yeah, that's right. Your booking is a contract. Somehow they get around that, I'm sure in their fine writing somewhere that nobody reads, their terms and conditions, that they can cancel at any time due to anything if a cloud goes overhead, and that's who reads that stuff. DJ, yeah, Maryvale and Alcoa. It's a drive. It's a half hour, 45 minutes, and their rates pretty much are the same because there's not much going on. Now in Maryvale, when they used to have the Scottish Festival there, I do know they jacked the prices up, and now the Scottish Festival has come to Townsend, which I will be at. You can count on that. May 21st and 22nd, I will be there. Already have plans to do that like I do every year, the Scottish Festival, because I always have a good time there. All about the Smoky State investigations, but nothing came of it. No, it never does. Mark, have a blessed day. Gotta go. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Dang it, Jeff. I meant to install Robo-Killer on your phone. Well, thank you. I just cancel. I just decline them. I don't answer. I never answer. I just don't. I was thinking, DT, you're going to wear a kilt. Maybe a kilt or a nice summer dress. Strapless number. Not too ostentatious or pretentious, but something sporty for the day. Something apropos for that daytime. Maybe in a Kelly green. Terrell DJ, I got a call the other night. My number. Well, I've been on for 90 minutes and my voice hurts. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. And I've got to go way behind on what I want to do, but I enjoyed talking with you. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe this channel. Also, like, comment, and subscribe on all these channels you saw right here. I appreciate that. And I'm sure they will appreciate you subscribing and commenting to them. And of course, I will see you again very, very soon. Have a great day, folks. I'll talk to you very soon.